Hello, everybody. It's Nicole here. Welcome back. I'm so glad you could join us. Today, we are going to be cutting all the little dead ends off the tomatoes. Now, it's really important that we do that because if you leave them on, you create a lot of diseases on the tomatoes as they're growing up. The whatever little trellis or string that you have for them. So what I'm going to do is show you what we do to grow our tomatoes and help to keep them disease free. Some of the leaves start to get yellow, so I'll show you so you can see and look out for those things. So behind me, we have our rows of tomatoes. I'm going to show you now what it looks like. So here you can see some of these leaves are yellowing, and sometimes that's due to water. So what we're going to do is cut these off. You see, I'm going to cut them there, cut them. I'm going to cut that one off. We have this one here. All these yellow leaves, we're going to cut off. That one there. We have some tomatoes here. I'm going to cut these off because we don't want none of these leaves on the tomatoes. They're all on the ground, and then after we've cut them all off, we'll pick all these up. Here's another good example. You can see the yellow leaves here. We have the tomatoes, let's see, growing there. So we're going to cut these off because you really don't need these bottom ones because it's just taking up energy with the tomatoes. And we want tomatoes to grow, not leaves. Here's another one. These are a little overdue, but that's all good. So we're going to go down all of these rows. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 rows. So we'll get all these cut. You see, all of this is just good maintenance when growing your tomatoes. It's fun to pick all the tomatoes when they're ripe and, get a good harvest. But part of that harvest is maintaining the tomatoes, all the dead leaves, the yellowing, taking all those off, and regularly, daily really, trimming up all the tomatoes. Now, as I'm trimming up these tomatoes, you'll at the bottom stems, you'll be trimming off larger tomatoes. So for example, I'm going to show you this one. So as I'm trimming this tomato plant, some of the lower branches on this tomato plant you can actually use to regrow new tomatoes. But what I would do is I would normally use the larger branches that are a little bit thicker. And then what you do is when there's like any dead or diseased leaves on there or damaged leaves, what I would do is cut those leaves off like I'm doing now, cut them off, and you can leave maybe 1 leaf or maybe 2 leaves on there, and then you would place that little stem there, you'd place that in water, and you'd ensure that the water's clean, and after several days, maybe a week, you'd get a new tomato plant with roots. You know, growing food is just like your daily walk. So just as the word tells us in Matthew that every good tree produces good fruit and every corrupt tree produces evil fruit, we have to ensure that what we're producing is good and is wholesome and is pure. So just like this tomato plant, when we want lovely fruit, we want it to produce beautiful fruit like this. In order for the fruit to be nourishing for us and beautiful, we have to trim it. We trim the fruit tree or the tomato plant as the Lord prunes us. All the bits that corrupt our thoughts, we take them out, cut them off. Distract us, we take them away. Confuse us, cut them off. Anything that's not good for us, we just prune it out of our life. Just like that. All of them. So we can produce good fruit, not only in our own lives, but those who we witness to as well. So everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've learned some things, and it encourages you to grow some food and to prepare to be self-sufficient. So bye for now. I love you all. Take care. God bless. Bye.